Recently, Northwest State nursing students were able to take their education beyond the classroom and into a simulated real-life emergency situation. The mass trauma simulation began with a mock explosion in the plastics lab, where nursing students were able to work on a triage to assess situations in 15-second intervals. Jen Bainfeld, NSCC Nursing Simulation Lab Coordinator, put the event together with 4 County Career Center.
We do a multidisciplinary simulation, and we involve the paramedic students from 4 County Adult Education Program, and also 4 County brings over some students from Mrs. Fisher's class that participate as victims. And then we utilize our last semester ADN nurses, and they participate in it.
And for folks who aren't aware, what is an ADN?
It's our registered nurse program. We had 15 of our students participate from the nursing program, and I think 13 medic students.
The kids who played the victims, they came from 4 County Career Center, is that right?
They're high school students, and we always get lots of participation with them. They do their own makeup and look like they've been in an explosion, and then they get to put on their acting shoes and act as if they're screaming and pounding on things.
Following the triage and mock explosion, students gathered in the auditorium to review notes.
We actually heard a lot. Our debriefing is where all the learning really occurs. They get to participate, and then in debriefing they get to talk about it, and you can just see their growth. We had a lot of our nursing students asking really good questions to the medics, because as nurses, we're in more of a controlled environment. So we found that our nursing students have a really hard time walking up to a deceased patient in a mass triage explosion like that and leaving them. So our nurses and medics got to work together to really learn each other's roles and how that works in that situation.
This exercise is one of many opportunities for Northwest State nursing students to gain a full education.
It helps immensely. Our students love simulation. We have simulation just about every semester of the nursing program, and that's only going to increase. It gives them an opportunity to work in a real-life setting that's safe and controlled, instead of learning on the job or just having a patient collapse from a chest pain or an MI in front of them. They actually get to practice it in simulation. So this particular simulation, it's hard to bring multidisciplinaries or paramedic students into the classroom. When we give them tasks to do, like take care or triage patients in an explosion, they get that whole new level of communication and participation amongst each other. And so there's no better way to teach it than how we're doing it.
So would you say yesterday's event was a success?
I would, yes. Lots of good feedback. We love seeing those students. They even sat at lunch together and still talking about everything that happened. And so the communication and the learning of each other's scopes of practice, lots of good feedback, lots of good feedback.
For Northwest State, I'm Jim Bellamy.